Not you. You've got the brains, you can make decisions, you can study the plan, you can change your life, you can grow immensely in the next few years, you can make your dreams come true, you can build a financial wall around your family nothing can get through, you can become healthy, you can become powerful. Why not you?
To be successful at anything, the truth is you don't have to be special. You just have to be what most people aren't. Consistent.
And I'm gonna see my man until I get satisfied.
Consistency doesn't guarantee that you'll be successful, but not being consistent will guarantee that you won't reach success. An easy productivity hack: instead of spending time getting in the mood to work, just start working. Confront the work. People think they need perfect conditions to start, when in reality, starting is the perfect condition.
You stay in bed, if you stay on the couch, if you stay in your comfort zone, if you only do what is easy, your life will be hard. But if you do what is hard, if you get up, if you grind, if you are relentless, if you work as hard as possible, when other people are slacking off, your life will be easy.
And this is my favorite rule from James Clear, which is: a habit missed once is a mistake, a habit missed twice is the start of a new habit. Never miss 2 days in a row.
負けて負けて負けて負けて負けて負けて負けて負けて勝って負けて負けて負けて負けて負けて負けて勝って負けて負けて負けて勝って負けて負けて勝って負けて勝って勝って勝って勝って勝って勝って勝って竜を勝った。
It's the what if I can pull off a fucking miracle. What if I can become someone that no one thinks I can be.
Motivation is a feeling that comes and goes, and it doesn't matter whether it's there or not. Discipline is infinitely more important. So no matter how you feel, get up and do what you're supposed to do.
You have no fucking idea how great you really are. Because you are using such minimal of what you have.
See my man until I get satisfied.
There's 1,000 other guys waiting in the wings who are obsessed with this game. Obsession's gonna be talent every time. You got all the talent in the world, but are you obsessed? Is it all you ever think about? Let's face it, it's you against you out there. When you walk on that court, you have to think,
I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one can stop me. Lynx is a conqueror. No, I'm Alexander. He's no Alexander. I'm the best ever.
I'm trying to tell you that being tired is part of the fucking game. Okay, so it's not a valid excuse. It's normal. It's a constant. It's part of being human. And if you want to be a high achiever, guess what? You're going to have to acclimate yourself to being fucking tired way more than you're not tired. Successful people understand this, guys. Successful people do not use tired as an excuse. In fact, they understand that if they push through the tired, everybody else stops when they're tired. And so by pushing through the tired, you actually create a gap between you and everybody else that you're competing with. And here's another thing that happens when you're tired. Because no one else ever pushes through when they're tired, and because you're someone that always pushes through when you're tired, you learn this unique skill set that allows you to operate at a high level when you're tired. Okay? And that's a huge competitive advantage over everybody else.
You will never feel this level of happiness if you don't go for something in your own life. When they knock you down, if you stay down, you will never ever get that resolve.
How can you beat someone who cannot fucking quit?
See, look, one thing I want you to promise me is that no matter how long it takes, keep going. No matter how much it hurts, keep going.
I even miss the pain. That's why I even try and tell people that just embrace the struggle, bro, because one day it's gonna be done. I look back on them times and actually somehow miss them still.
How can you beat someone who every time they go through a hard time, they get better and they get stronger instead of getting weaker and getting demoralized?
So you was placed on this earth for a reason. You weren't meant to be average. You were meant to excel. You gotta understand that this grind is meant to make you who you're supposed to be, a dog.
How can you beat someone who looks back on all the tests that they've had and said, yeah, that wasn't shit, dude. Bring it the fuck on.
A little grind ain't never hurt nobody. Stop being soft. Let's embrace it. If you go through that fire, you're gonna come out real cold. That's what we want.
If you decide you want to be rich, all you gotta do is start. Why not? Who gonna stop you?
I think the real question you should ask yourself is, why not you? I mean, you got the talent, the skills, the brains. You got all the potential in the world, but you don't even believe in yourself. Why?
Fuck your tired body, fuck that unmotivated mind, and get out there and do it anyway.
Someone has to be the one to break the cycle in your family. Why not you?
You should push yourself beyond your limits of tolerance in your 20s to find out where it is. How much can you work? How disciplined can you become?
So you want to be normal. So you just want to be like everybody else that roams the world, not knowing the power that's in them, being fine with being mediocre.
If you want some kind of a good outcome, you're going to have to work hard for it. and if you don't work hard for something, you're not going to get an outcome that's really worth much.
You sit here and look at other people live the life that you're supposed to be living. These people know better than you, bro. They just believe. And I need you to start believing in yourself so you can be up top too. Confidence is the first step to start anything. So how do you expect to start if you don't believe?
The easiest thing in the world to do is to complain, blame, and quit and settle. That's the easiest thing in the world to do.
Take ownership. Take extreme ownership.
It's all on you. And as long as you get that, the rest of your life get better.
Don't make excuses. Don't blame any other person or any other thing.
But it takes real work to deconstruct and to reconstruct the thought process and the mindset of an individual when they're trying to change something. That's why I always say to people, what's more important?
And the bad. Take ownership of your mistakes. Take ownership of your shortfalls. Take ownership of your problems. And then take ownership of the solutions that will get those problems solved.
The magic you are looking for is in the work you're avoiding. Fuck, dude. The magic you are looking for is in the work you're avoiding.
Something in you has to wake up. And usually the only person that can wake it up is you.
The heaviest things in life aren't iron and gold, but unmade decisions. The reason you are stressed is that you have decisions to make, and you're not making them.
The best way to contend with problems, with issues, with adversity is action.
Just do. You're living. How do you want to live? How do you want to die? How do you want to fucking be remembered?
If you want some kind of a good outcome, you're going to have to work hard for it. and if you don't work hard for something, you're not going to get an outcome that's really worth much.
When you change yourself, you will change the world because you'll change how you see it.
There's going to be people from the past who are going to look at you and be like, oh, he changed. Yeah, that's the fucking point. The point is to change.
If you don't change what you're doing and how you do it, nothing else will change.
Once you change one thing, your mindset, you can attack everything.
If nothing changes, nothing changes. And yet, somehow we expect things to change.
You cannot change your life unless you change something. If you always do what you always did, you'll always get what you always got.
Nothing's going to change unless you change what you're doing.
You gotta do it alone. You gotta do it broke. You gotta do it scared. You gotta do it when you don't know what's going to happen. You gotta do it when you don't feel like it. You gotta do it even when you don't have the answers, because you'll figure it out as you go.
It's just life. I wake up, while it still sucks, it's just life. I have days I don't want to do it, but I know I'm gonna do it.
You gotta do the work. You gotta do it when you don't want to do it. You gotta do it when you're hurt. You gotta do it when you're tired. You gotta do it when you're sick. You gotta do it when you don't want to do anything else. And you gotta do it for fucking years. And that is the real shit.
You want to be the one that says, fuck it, I'm going to do it anyway. I know I don't feel good today, but I'm going to go out there and I'm going to prove to myself that even on days that it doesn't feel right, I push myself. The only way to gain confidence in yourself is to build something.
If you have to ask how to get motivated to go to the gym, you don't need to be going to the gym. You don't want it enough.
To do anything successfully in life, you've got to want it as bad as you want to breathe.
When you're sick and tired of looking and feeling like shit, you'll show up, motherfucker. I'll see you there. Because you're going to look in the mirror and you're going to be like, fuck that. You're going to want to be in the gym.
Anything you want, you can get, period. And you got to wake up and tell yourself that every single day. Look yourself in the mirror and tell yourself what you really want. You're the one. And when you realize that, well, I'm telling you, you're going to be very powerful.
You can do whatever the fuck you want to do. Stop making goddamn fucking excuses and just do it. Please, take my advice. You have to be willing to do whatever it takes. I'm trying to explain to you, the harder you work at anything in life, the faster you're going to get to your goal, the better you're going to be.
Suicide rate is much higher than success rate because bleeding is easy, sweating isn't.
Just stop thinking, worrying, looking over your shoulder, wondering, doubting, fearing, hurting, hoping for some easy way out. Stop it and just do.
For once in your life, have some ownership, some credibility behind your actions and your words. Follow through for something for one time in your life. When you follow through on things in life, guys, you achieve the confidence, the mentality that anything's possible.
There's no magic potion. There's no, oh, let me wake up and look at some shit. No, it's all bullshit. Just do. You're living. How do you want to live? How do you want to die? How do you want to fucking be remembered?
Hey, dog, look, you don't know how you gonna win? You treat every day like a Monday and every month like a January. You gotta wake up every day and put 110% to your craft because there's someone out there that's getting it more than you. So don't be acting shocked when they up and you down. The person who grinds the hardest always gets it. Hard work beats talent every time.
It's not easy, but through practice and practice and practice, practice makes what? Absolutely not. Dismantle that belief system. Practice makes improvement. You can always better your best. You can always go beyond anything that you have ever done. You'll never hit a state of perfection. You're always bigger than what you do.
Do it, and do it, and do it, and do it. That's the hack. The hack is gonna fucking suck.
Consistency, 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 man. That's the name of the game, bro. Don't get much simpler than that. If you keep going every single day and don't stop, your competition will fall off. Grind every day, one foot in front of the other, bro. And I promise you, you're gonna be lapping these folks, bro. Give it a year. Watch what happens.
I'm a fucking piece of shit today. How the hell is this gonna work out for me? And you fight that. And you fight that. You don't override it. No override button. It's the conversation in your fucking, like, in your head.
Lazy people do a little work and think they should be winning. But winners work as hard as possible and still worry if they're being lazy.
Oh, you know the truth. You know the truth. You know the darkness of the fucking dungeons and the fucking demons that fly. You were there. You know this. There was no one there to pick up the rucksack, to pick up the boat, to pick up the log, to go in there. It was you. It was you. There was no pat on the fucking back at 300, at 275, at 250, at 220. No, that was you.
No one's gonna help you. No one's ever gonna help you guys. You've gotta help yourself. And I hate to say this, you really can't trust anyone but yourself. And if you trust yourself and you bet on yourself, you'll never lose.
You need to fucking work harder. You need to fucking discipline your mind better.
If you don't change what you're doing and how you do it, nothing else will change. If nothing changes, nothing changes.
If you quit, it's really easy to predict your future. Whatever it is you're thinking of quitting on, don't quit.
People give up right before they get what they've always wanted to get. People quit and they give up.
So what makes you quit? Sometimes it doesn't seem there's any proof that it's possible. You try, and it doesn't work, and then you get reinforced by friends and family saying you should quit. That's for other people. That's for dreamers. That happens if you're younger. It happens if you're older. It happens at a different time in history, before being an entrepreneur, before life wasn't screwed up. Time's been tough forever, and those who make it are the ones that don't quit.
It's easy to give up. It's the easiest thing in the world to do. All right, man, I'm done. I ain't gonna keep going. But what's hard is going, yo, yesterday I got nothing from working as hard as I could. I'm gonna do the same thing again today, but I'm gonna try to go harder.
Believe in yourself. Don't fear failure. Dream big. Work hard. Stay positive. Enjoy the journey.
Don't fucking die like this, bro. Every day you wake up, you're gonna probably be set back for the first 4 weeks before you lose to significant weight because of the mind's gonna be fucking with you the whole time. There's no dopamine. There's no dopamine in there at 300 pounds. You got nothing. Your hormones are shot. You have to envision something that is more powerful than you. Something has to get you out of bed. And you have to create it. It has to be false. Because you're not it. You're a bad piece of shit. That's the reality.
Fuck your tired body, fuck that unmotivated mind, and get out there and do it anyway. You know, you better fight yourself, because you're not only winning when things are going your way. You gotta figure out how to win when things aren't going your way. You gotta figure out when your body's fighting you, when your mind's fighting you. How do you still, you know, just say, fuck it, I'm gonna beat my mind today.
Stay hard. If I can instill one piece of advice into all human beings, it would simply be to believe in yourself beyond, you know, without a doubt. Believe in yourself, and don't rely on anybody to believe in you. Don't rely on anybody to push you or make you better. Believe in yourself and only yourself.
You know, the only difference in steam and ice is the state of vibration of the water or the H2O. Do you know the only difference in where you are versus where you want to go is your state of vibration? Do you know that everything to get you there is already here? And it always has been. You know, when you take an idea and you impregnate it over and over again, you impregnate that idea into one cell. When you impregnate that idea into the cell, that cell is dividing 1 into 2, 2 into 4, 4 into 8, and the process goes on at the rate of 50,000 cells per second. And the more and more you act on it, even though you don't feel good about it, but you work with the idea, you start to develop this change in vibration, but what is really happening is you're impregnating the cells with the characteristic or the idea. What we need to do is we need to constantly think about where we're going, what we want to do, and we start to increase our level of thinking by vibration, and we begin to attract thoughts of a like nature that'll move us in that direction.
Work until it works, because it will, as long as you do. The ones who make it, they don't count the effort, they carry it until the outcome has no choice but to show up. Work until it works, because anything less was never going to. If you try, you risk failure. If you don't, you guarantee it. The majority avoids the risk, not realizing they've already taken the biggest one. Playing it safe only feels safe, because the damage comes slower. There's no avoiding the price. There's only choosing what it's paid for. So take a chance on the unfamiliar, because one of these paths moves you forward. The other keeps you where you are, until time makes the decision for you.
Here's the thing. If you don't come in and treat every day as game day, you'll never be ready for game day. You'll be never, you know, when the most intentional individuals, every practice, Michael always said, I practice so hard so the games are easy.
Be the person who still tries after failure, after frustration, after disappointment. Be the person who musters up the courage to believe that a new attempt can bring a new outcome. Not because the odds are in your favor, but because you refuse to let it define your future.
This is my life, man. Do you know how hard I worked to get here? I'll never give up. I built this shit. Me. Brick by brick. I
I will be the one that is physically harder and mentally stronger.
Wake up and grind. Wake up and grind. Every day. That's the message.
And I will work to maintain that position.
Yeah. 20, you got to go in there.
Damn, Ron, come on! What's the matter with you?
Who's gonna carry the boat and the logs?
That's you, buddy. There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow.
If you get up every single day and put your mind on something, how could you really believe that you won't win? It's not possible. I mean, 99% of people already don't want to grind. So you just start, you become in the 1%. The junk is really simple, but you're making it hard.
Fortify your mind and feel this level of happiness as you rise. One time in your life, but I'm blessed to be able to feel this again and again and again and again and again.
Until I get satisfied.
I want you to fail, and I want you to get up and do it again. If you don't fail, you're not even trying. To get something you never had, you have to do something you never did. It's scary, but that's why it's so effective, okay? The hardest things are usually the best. If it's easy, leave it to somebody else.
You gotta want it as bad as you want to breathe.
I believe it is, and I'm gonna see my man until I get satisfied.
The biggest mistake a person can do is to give up.
It's easy to give up. You know,
Hell
it's
yeah.
easy. It's the easiest thing in the world to do. I'm done. I ain't going. I ain't gonna keep going.
Yeah,
I don't feel like going to work. I'm done.
Yeah, man.
It's easy. It's very easy. But what's hard is going, yo, yesterday I got nothing.
See my man until I get satisfied.
Because you ain't got it. It's time to stay focused. It's time to decide, fuck clubs, fuck partying, fuck trying to fit in and socialize. Why are you so antisocial? Because I'm trying to get it. Why are you staying on the basketball court so much? Because I'm trying to get it. Why are you out there practicing in the hot sun when ain't nobody else out there?
And I'm gonna see my man until I get satisfied.
Some of the most successful people in the world are the ones who've had the most failures. Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team. He lost hundreds of games and missed thousands of shots during his career. But he once said, I have failed over and over and over again in my life, and that's why I succeed. These people succeed.
And I'm gonna see my man until I get satisfied.
It's not a failure, it's steps to success. Michael Jordan played 15 years, won 6 championships. The other 9 years was a failure. There's no failure in sports. You know, there's good days, bad days. Some days you are able to be successful, some days you're not. Some days it's your turn, some days it's not your turn. And that's what sports is about. You don't always win.
Go back to the gym, work, because you have more to show.
Time to go. And I'm gonna see my man until I get satisfied.
You will fail at some point in your life. Accept it. You will lose. You will embarrass yourself. You will suck at something.
To succeed, you must fail. In failure and in suffering, all the answers are in there. All the answers to all the test questions. The test is your life.
If you don't fail, you're not even trying.
And I'm gonna see my man until I get satisfied.
I want to be the guy that people looked at. I don't care if you like me or didn't like. I don't care. But it said this motherfucker is going to keep coming after whatever the fuck is in front of him. I wanted that. I wanted that. I wanted that worse than anything in the world. I kept picturing me falling down and getting up, and every motherfucker that called me nigger, I was dumb. Even myself.
What does losing feel like to you? It's exciting. Why is it exciting? Because it means you have different ways to get better. There's certain things that you can figure out that you can take advantage of. right? Certain weaknesses that were exposed that you need to shore up. It sucks to lose, but at the same time, there are answers there if you just look at them. It's a constant process. It's exciting when you win, it's exciting when you lose, because the process should be exactly the same.
You don't start things and not finish them. You don't quit. There's nothing that comes out of quitting besides knowing that you didn't finish. We finish everything. You start it, finish it.
If you don't see results in the first 2 days or the first week, I'm done. That's the mentality of most people. The struggle is too real. We're not patient. You can't just fucking quit. Remember this. It's in the hobby. It's in the fucking joke. It's a fucking lifestyle. So what you say to yourself is important. There's no fucking coach, there's no trainer to keep you going, it's only you.
If you give up on your dreams, what do you have left? Nothing.
The biggest mistake a person can do right now, no matter in which situation you are, is to give up.
Don't ever let somebody tell you you can't do something. You got a dream, you got to protect it. People can't do something themselves. They want to tell you you can't do it. You want something, go get it. Period.
Whenever you think you can't, the confidence comes from the thing that you built. You must build belief. You must build confidence.
You gotta work. Your time is gonna happen. You're here for a reason. But you gotta be ready, because if you're not, it's on you.
If you don't see results in the first 2 days or the first week, I'm done. That's the mentality of most people. No one is patient.
The more you put in, the more you get out. So stop fucking making excuses. Get out there and do whatever the fuck it takes to reach your fucking goals.
If you give up on your dreams, what do you have left? Nothing.
Look around you. There was no fucking team. It was you. There was no weight loss program or mom and dad waking you up saying you can do it, you can be better, trying to build belief. You built belief when you had nothing. I've trained 99% of my life alone. No one had me on the back. I did all of the work alone. That's why people come to me to motivate them. No one can motivate me. I have a resume full of fucking motivation. That whenever I'm down, I'm like, oh, hang on, motherfucker. Oh, you know the truth.
No one's coming. No one. No one's coming to push you. No one's coming to tell you to turn the TV off. No one's coming to tell you to get out the door and exercise. It's up to you.
That's why my first question is, how bad do you want this? If it's as bad as you want to live, or breathe, or sleep, whatever the hell it may be, I can work with you.
If I said to you, you're only going to have one car the rest of your life, you can pick any car you want. I don't care what it is. It could be the most expensive car, the cheapest, I don't care, whatever it is. But that's the only car you're ever going to have. I want to bet you would take care of that car. I want to bet you would put the best gas there. You would get it cleaned and washed. That car would be like brand new in 5 years still. Well, that's your body. You only get one body. That's it.
Those times when you get up early and you work hard, those times when you stay up late and you work hard, those times when you don't feel like working, you're too tired, you don't want to push yourself, but you do it anyway. That is actually the dream. It's not the destination, it's the journey. And if you guys can understand that, then what you'll see happen is that you won't accomplish your dreams. Your dreams won't come true. Something greater will.
Nothing's new, 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 nothing's new.
There's 1,000 other guys waiting in the wings who are obsessed with this game. Obsession's gonna be talent every time. You got all the talent in the world, but are you obsessed? Is it all you ever think about? Let's face it, it's you against you out there. When you walk on that court, you have to think.
I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one can stop me.
I don't lose! I win! I win! That's my job! That's what I do!
It's time to stay focused. It's time to decide, fuck clubs, fuck partying, fuck trying to fit in and socialize, rub elbows with everybody so people can stop calling you weird.
So there's a quote that I live by, early to bed, early to rise, makes a man young, wealthy, and wise. It's Benjamin Franklin.
But I want you to take it personal. And my personal question to you is, why not you? You've got the brains, you can make decisions, you can study the plan, you can change your life, you can grow immensely in the next few years, you can make your dreams come true, you can build a financial wall around your family nothing can get through, you can become healthy, you can become powerful. Why not you?
It's easy to give up. You know,
Hell
it's
yeah.
easy. It's the easiest thing in the world to do. I'm done. I ain't going. I ain't gonna keep going.
Yeah,
I don't feel like going to work.
The
I'm
one,
done.
yeah, man.
It's easy. It's very easy. But what's hard is going, yo, yesterday I got nothing from working as hard as I could. Nothing happened from that. I'm gonna do the same thing again today, but I'm gonna try to go harder. That's the hardest thing in the world. To get up every day and give 100% and be in the same position that you were each day, but mentally know that you're trying and trying and trying. That's a real grind.
To succeed, you must fail. In failure and in suffering, all the answers are in there. All the answers to all the test questions. The test is your life. All the answers are in there. You don't have to live in suffering and pain and failure all the time.
If you keep going every single day and don't stop, your competition will fall off, bro. These niggas ain't cut like you, bro. They ain't ready for prime time. They ain't trying to really get right. They take days off, this day off, that day off. They lazy, I'm tired. No. Grind every day, one foot in front of the other, bro. And I promise you, I'm gonna be lapping these folks, bro.
It's you against you. You against you. And if you misunderstand that, you have a real problem.
It's time to stay focused. It's time to decide, fuck clubs, fuck partying, fuck trying to fit in and socialize. Why are you so antisocial? Because I'm trying to get it. Why are you staying on the basketball court so much? Because I'm trying to get it.
It's so easy to be great nowadays, my friend, because most people are weak. Most people don't want to go to that extra mile. Most people don't want to find that extra because it sucks. It's miserable. It's lonely. And that used to hurt me growing up. Now I fucking thrive in this shit. That's the only place to be. If you can't control your own brain and your brain controls you, you're fucked. You got to tell your brain where you want to go and how you want to go and how you want to get there. You got to control it. If not, it's over. It's over.
It's never going to be easy. You're always going to feel like you're up. You're always going to feel like you're behind. You're always going to feel like, you know, maybe I'm not any good at this. But dude, if you keep showing up and you keep executing and you keep doing what you're supposed to do, the results will sprout and you'll gain a little bit more confidence. But dude, even when you gain more confidence, you'll be at a new level. And when you're at a new level, guess what happens? All the same shit happens again. You doubt, you question, you're insecure, you push harder, you go to the next level. Just a repetitive cycle, dude. It's a hard life. It doesn't mean you're f***ed up.
Your mind takes control of you. You have to say, fuck you, I run this motherfucker. Your mind says no. You just say, this is what we do. It's what we do now. It's just life. I wake up, while it still sucks, it's just life. I have days I don't want to do it, but I know I'm going to do it. When you say, fuck you, this sucks, I'm drowning, I'm miserable, I'm suffering, I'm broken, but I'm not going anywhere. What happens to your mind is it does this. It says, fuck, he's not leaving. So we got to expand. We got to grow. We got to figure this fucking thing out. We forget we are in control of our mind. We believe it's the other way around. No,
We put in our minds what we should do. Your brain is talking to you in all kind of ways, and it wants to control you and pull you in these different pockets. If you can't control your own brain and your brain controls you, you're fucked. You got to tell your brain where you want to go and how you want to go and how you want to get there. You got to control it. If not, it's over.
Hard work brings great rewards.
Hard work is the goal. You have to work every single day. I think that's where your confidence comes from, because that work that you do every single day is key, because that's what you're going to be able to fall back on. And that's what you're going to be able to like rely on when push comes to shove.
We can either be hard on ourselves, we can either train ourselves, we can either put ourselves through hell, or we can let the world do it.
If you want some kind of a good outcome, you're going to have to work hard for it. and if you don't work hard for something, you're not going to get an outcome that's really worth much.
You just don't ever quit. I tell people all the time, I wasn't always the smartest person in the room. I was just the SOB that refused to quit.
I don't know about you, but in my book, in my opinion, I can't lose, because losing is something that is designed for people that quit and for people that fail. I don't fail, I learn.
If you quit now, you're gonna fucking be a loser your entire life. That's it.
People give up right before they get what they've always wanted to get. People quit and they give up.
Don't quit. Get off your butt. Get in the arena. Get dirty, get sweaty, get bloody, get knocked down, get back up.
And I will not be the person who quit before I got what I wanted or what I needed or what I felt I was supposed to have.
The most dangerous person in the world is a man that is broken and alone.
Look in the mirror, motherfucker, it's you versus you.
A lot of times these fights and these battles, you gotta be your own fucking coach, you gotta be your own motivator. You had nobody anyway, motherfucker. Look around you. There was no fucking team. It was you. There was no weight loss program or mom and dad waking you up saying you can do it, you can be better, trying to build belief. You built belief when you had nothing. Rock bottom.
Set up a schedule and just do the work. Free from how you feel. You wake up one day, you feel this way, you wake up the next day, you feel another way. It's just not helpful to base your structure or your goal on how you feel.
If you only did what you were supposed to do when you were motivated to do it, that's leaving it to chance. But if you're disciplined, you go do what you're supposed to do. That's the way it works.
You stick to what you put there on paper. And this struggling of there are still so many distractions every day coming up. No, but you stick to the plan. You stick to your plan to do what you have committed yourself to. And at the same time, discipline also meaning you don't do the things you already know are not good for you.
You will never feel this level of happiness if you don't go for something in your own life. If you stay down, you will never ever get that resolve.
How can you beat someone who cannot fucking quit? How can you beat someone who every time they go through a hard time, they get better and they get stronger instead of getting weaker and getting demoralized?
I'm unbeatable. I can't be beat. It's impossible. You condemn me. You can damage me. You're never ever gonna beat me.
How can you beat someone who looks back on all the tests that they've had and said, yeah, that wasn't shit, dude. Bring it the fuck on. Not freaking the fuck out like the world's ending every 2 weeks, dude. You can't live like that.
Whenever you try to do something out of the ordinary, people will line up to tell you that you can't do it, why you can't do it, that you lose your time, you lose your money, that you will in effect die in the desert. Even people who should know better will try to discourage you.
You will be judged no matter what. You will be judged as greedy. You will be judged as unbalanced. They'll say you think you're better than everyone else. But if you do nothing and you stay average, you will be judged for being lazy. You will be judged for not providing for your family. You will be judged for not giving it all in terms of your passion and your purpose. And they'll say, man, he's just wasting his life, right? So either way in life, you're going to be judged. So if we know we're going to be judged, you might as well start doing the work. So go out and win.
To achieve anything greater worthwhile, you must train yourself to rise above these people, ignoring them and pressing on towards your goal regardless.
We become what we think about most of the time. And that's the strangest secret.
Everything comes from the imagination. So the power of the mind, people don't understand. We still don't understand. I still don't understand how powerful it is. I'm still learning. I know one thing is I can make things happen.
I think the real question you should ask yourself is why not you? I mean, you got the talent, the skills, the brains. You got all the potential in the world, but you don't even believe in yourself. Why?
This is why thinking is so vital. This is why a goal is so important. Because we will become that.
You can truly become whoever you want to be. If you work hard, if you are consistent, and if you dedicate yourself to a worthy ideal, you can become whoever you want to become.
You sit here, look at other people live the life that you're supposed to be living. These people know better than you, bro. They just believe. And I need you to start believing in yourself so you can be up top too. Confidence is the first step to start anything. So how do you expect to start if you don't believe?
Winning is for the obsessed. You must be obsessed if you want to win. You must be obsessed with the goal, the journey, the outcome, the experience, the rejections, the resilience, all of it.
I became obsessed. I became obsessed with being the baddest motherfucker that God ever created. Once you become obsessed with something, it's okay to be unbalanced for a while. To be the best in the world at what you do, you have to be unbalanced to find every bit of fucking energy and strength that you have to pull it off.
Winning is also for the people who are relentless. They're locked on because winners are willing to put in the time and effort and energy and deal with the rejection and deal with the hardship to learn the skills and the abilities that are going to help them get the desired outcome.
My first 9 businesses didn't really amount to anything. 9. The first one, I spent time on it. It failed.
Second one, this one will be different. Fucking failed.
And then the third one, this one, failed. And then 6 more after that.
It's painful as shit because the whole time everyone is telling you, I told you so, and they're right.
But not forever.
Part of life is about getting hurt, about failing and getting back up and dealing with adversity and setbacks and realizing that what you thought was a short path is actually going to be the long path to success, and you're going to have to take that journey if you really want it.
What do you do when 1,000 other people want exactly what you want? What do you do when you're not the only one that wants to make $1 million in your company? What if you're not the only one that wants what you want? What if there are thousands of other people who want what you want? You have to outwork them.
Yeah, drinking dope turned me to a superhero, yeah.
It don't matter how fucked up that shit might look. It don't matter how much it feel like it ain't gonna work. Delusion. Complete delusion. You gotta believe the delusion. Because it's only delusional until it works. So is it really delusional? A motherfucker only gonna call it delusion until it don't work for nobody else to see, but for the whole world to see. And then once the world see it, there's nothing delusional about it.
If you can see it in your mind, visualize it, it must happen. That's a law of the universe. The more detail you can put into the mental picture of what you want to create, the more easy it is for them to know what you want. See it as already done. That's the key. See it as done, it's happened. If you say, I'm gonna do this and this and this, you're limiting to them as the only possible way it can happen. So don't worry about how it's going to happen. It will happen in a way that you would never, ever in a million years figure it's going to happen. Choose the door you want to open. Open that door. It must happen. This is how easy the law of the universe works.